this is wrong because you don't resonate with the information is extremely human.
Extremely human? Why would you call me that? It's like the worst New Age insult ever. I mean, I don't want to be human. I want to be an alien like Bashar. But seriously, this creator and I had a little exchange about you-know-who, as though I need to make yet another video about this guy. She posted this video that you can go check out in response to a comment of mine. It did contain some of this condescension and spiritual supremacy that I've come to expect from the New Age, but rather than go into the ego stuff, I would like to deal with the substance of her argument. The main claim seemed to be that my critique of Bashar, apart from being unelevated, was a condemnation of anybody who believes in Bashar or follows Bashar, which is not the case. As I've said in other videos, everyone's spiritual path is completely unique, especially in the New Age, where we are encouraged to pick and choose among different teachers and different teachings. And whatever benefit you might have gotten from those teachers and teachings, any healing, community, joy, transcendence, all of that, I cannot take that away from you, nor can anybody else. That said, I think it's completely fair game to critique a given teacher, a given teaching, a school of thought, even an entire religion. In this video, the creator says, well, would you dare go after a religion that you didn't believe in? Would you critique it or attack it? Yeah, I have no problem doing that whatsoever. In fact, I think it's really important because not only are some teachings demonstrably false and wrong, but some are incredibly harmful. An obvious example here would be the Christian teaching of hell, the idea that if you commit some kind of sin or crime here on earth, that you will be punished eternally. And again, as I mentioned before, especially if you voice this idea upon children, this is extremely toxic and abusive. Likewise, I think it's perfectly legitimate to critique somebody like Bashar. In fact, not doing so can be extremely harmful. That is very cult-like behavior to assume that everything that somebody says is the golden truth. In Bashar's case, he no doubt offers some teachings that are beneficial to some people at some times. He also offers teachings which are, again, false, and some which I believe are harmful. For example, he traffics very heavily in conspiracy theories, especially about ancient aliens, which are not true, and unfortunately, conspiracy theories are not benign. They often lead to violence. Apart from that, I think that Bashar's teachings are just profoundly unoriginal. In that video, the person says, well, I think it's a fair critique if that person is just regurgitating old truths that have been said many times before. That's exactly what Bashar does. In fact, my very first video on Bashar, which I made a long time ago, which now has like 100,000 views, that's one of my main critiques, is that he's just repeating the same stuff that's been said over and over. I've been in the New Age for 30 years or so, and I've probably read a lot of the same books that Bashar has read, and he's just saying the same things that many different authors have said. I should say here, for the benefit of this creator and for the benefit of anybody else who doesn't know, that I am skeptical, although ultimately agnostic, on the idea of channeling in general. But I am not skeptical at all. In fact, I completely rejected the claim made by certain channelers and by spiritualists going all the way back to the 1840s that discarnate entities or entities that are being channeled or spirits are more spiritually evolved than flesh and blood humans. This claim is flatly disproved by a number of people, including J.Z. Knight, whose channeled entity Ramtha is known for spouting all kinds of racist and anti-Semitic things. I also reject the idea that Bashar is somehow enlightened. In fact, I reject enlightenment claims altogether because I believe they're mostly used to manipulate people. But that's another story. The point is that he is not above criticism or critique. Again, if you have found benefit from Bashar's teachings, that's great. I cannot take that away from you, nor can anybody else. But again, he is not above critique. And in fact, at the end of the day, I believe that he is, I hate to say it, extremely human.